For my next series of videos, I'm going to be having a look at the various kits of the T-90M or the supposed T-90 Pro Reeve. For some reason, the trumpeter kits refer to it as T-90S. I don't have the Zvezda kit, which actually the Zvezda kit is the only one that refers to the T-90 as the Pro Reeve. And then I only have one of the Tiger model kits. The Tiger model kit is the one I'm going to focus on in this video, which is the most commonly available, and just about everybody who builds one builds this kit here. So I'm going to have a look at it first. So this is the Tiger Models Russian T-90M main battle tank 2017 to 2021, I'm guessing production, and they have a whole write-up here with the item number being 4614, 35th scale. They give you some features of the kit here. This kit is quite commonly available. Just about everybody who builds a modernized T-90, they use this base kit here, which seems to be pretty nice, and it's fairly cheap right now. You could see the Army Forum markings there, and the parade markings as well. And then on here we've got the photo etched, I'm guessing that's the netting. And just a tiny little decal sheet there, which is kind of interesting. But we will have a look here at what actually comes in the box. This is a piece that I picked up just to add to the kit when I do build it, which is the holographic film for the periscopes and that. These I highly recommend. Definitely, if you find these, definitely pick them up. They look like this. And you've got a mask there if you want to mask off the glass as well. I'll look at the decal sheet or the instructions in a moment. I'll look at the decal placement guide first. You've got for MIG paints here is what they're calling for. And that's just a green one. And then you've got another sheet for a camouflage one. A couple different camouflage ones. It's interesting that's in there. And they show you how to use the jig, and it looks, they look a lot like the Meng kit. The tracks look very, very similar to how they go together. That's quite interesting. Actually, this is the older model of this tank, which is the 2011 to 2012 variant. They give you some information on here. And your parts. And then there's an add-on here for the for this updated version. It's literally just an add-on, so a lot of the parts I guess will cross over. The blue must be what's new. Oh, and this is nice. They give you detail actually underneath the fenders, which is really nice. The tracks look good on here. So everything looks pretty good. It looks like a lot of parts. It looks like a lot of detail. The ammunition, the extra ammunition storage in the turret there looks pretty well detailed. So I'll move on to the kit. I also should say I picked up a set of this Rheinmetall 3D printed soft armor for the T-90, and it looks just like this. It's really good. I recommend their sets. They're a little pricey, but this is the proper set for the actual T-90 itself. It looks just like this. That's how you get it. And all the pins in the runners are all on the back, so they're all going to be hidden once you take them off, which is a really smart way of doing it. And to move on to the actual kit itself, you can see the various parts. And the machine gun, it does have a tiny little opening there. It's actually probably closer to scale than most kits. The baffles are not open, which is fine because it's quite small. I'm not exactly sure what this piece here is, if that's supposed to be a log or not, because it has no detail on it at all. And we'll just move on. Have a look at these, which they give you metal, like the smoke discharger launchers there, which is a nice feature. And metal cables. They're not brass, but they're some kind of a metal. And I'm not sure what these tags are for. If somebody knows what those tags are for, you could let me know. They look like they would go on a flag or something, but I'm not exactly sure. And here's your the cover for the gun manlet, which it looks okay. I don't know how well it'll show up. And we can move on to various bits. The gun for the commander, the automatic gun there, it doesn't appear to be open on the muzzle, but it's nice, fine little gun. It's not overscaled. It looks all right. And then we can move on to, this is the little, like the wire armor. I mean, it's okay, at least it's there. Because these actually look like little wing nuts. When you look at them really close, they're actually like little wing nuts. So they're alright. I mean, at least they include them. And then your basic markings here. And the photo etch is, it's not bad. It doesn't seem too springy. It seems to be just about right. And then our detail for the ammunition, really highly detailed, the ammunition. But I would just close that up anyways. I mean, unless you're doing some type of a diorama, and the wheels look really good. You can see the high amount of detail in there, in the ribbing on the tires, which is pretty much what we come to expect from all modern kits. And this kit actually closely resembles the Meng kit. Very close. You can see the detail. And we're at the hull. Fully detailed hull. Again, all of these kits are very close. The Meng kit and this one and a few of the other ones I've looked at, they all do an excellent job on the lower hulls. And here's the upper hull with the fender, like the skirting and that you have to remove on this one, which doesn't look like it's going to be the easiest of tasks, but it's probably not the worst either. It's just too bad that they molded them in this one. And then sometimes this is a separate piece, but I'm glad they put it in as a single piece. But if you're trying to add an engine, this probably isn't the best kit. There's that. And the tracks. The tracks look really nice. Again, they remind me of the Meng kit. They look like they're really well done. And they're detailed enough. They'll show up. The turret here. There's you can see the weld seams on here, but there's very little texture, very little to nothing as far as texture on the turret. But the weld seams are there, and they look all right. And the little storage bin there. The underside of the turret, which obviously there's nothing. I don't know what this is. Oh, this must be a jig for some photo etched. I'm guessing that's what that is. I never really noticed it before. There's quite a number of parts in this kit, and I'm guessing you're going to have to use most of them. There's another machine gun, so I guess the machine guns are different. I'm not sure why we have two different machine guns, but the muzzle's open on this one. This one might be something to keep for another kit. Actually, it looks more detailed than some of the other ones, but anyways. Here's your barrel. And yeah, the barrel is broke up in that way where you won't get the seam line, which is very nice. And the armored plates here. We still have more parts. I guess the undersides of the fenders, and then the full axles. It's quite detailed. There's just so many. It's just so many parts to it. I don't know how. Yeah, like this part here is actually molded into the rear section. Those I don't know exactly what they are. There's some kind of a cleat or something, and they're actually molded in there. That's not the best, but I mean, you're not probably going to see it anyways. And the side skirting, really nice. It seems to be pretty good to scale. And the armor on the side. You can see the bolt heads on there. They look tiny, but again, they're probably closer to scale when they are that small. And then the end caps, they're like a soft vinyl, but they're actually quite hard. They're harder than the Mang ones. But it's the same sort of idea. I really like that. I really like these. Then we have the glass work. Various pieces. And I guess these are the LED like headlights that are on that one version. And the bar armor. These are very nice. I'm not sure exactly if these are too open, but they look a lot more open than some of the other kits. Oh, unfortunately here we've got some damage. The guards over the lights have been broken. Unfortunately, it's the same one that's broken. It shouldn't be too bad to fix it, but it did suffer damage. That's unfortunate. And then we just have the jig. It's a nice enough jig. I mean, what can you do? It's just is what it is. It looks like a good kit. I'll just put this stuff. I'll just put this stuff back so I can get to the instructions again. It looks pretty nice. We'll have to compare it to the trumpeter kit, and we'll see which is actually the better of the two, because I think there is room for improvement here, but it looks pretty good the way it is. And these kits are not very expensive, and they're available. This is the box art here, which is the Russian T-90M, which is the 2017 to 2021 production version. Item number 4614. So, thank you for watching.